At Central High School, we decided that we needed to work with students on purpose and relevance. Too many students across the district, too many high school students in general don't know what they want to do after high school. So we created a career day where we have several people from the Fox Valley come into Appleton Central and presenting about what students could do immediately after they graduate to gain a career and excel in our community.
Just so you know, I did, when I was talking about this with a few friends, old colleagues, but now friends, they had talked about in another building how they were trying a career type day as well. So we heard who they were bringing in, and we just decided to cater it more towards our student interests and needs. And our students, a lot of them were interested in working in the trades or working with music, and so we were able to bring a lot of construction, music, and just local businesses for the students who said, I just want to get out of high school and pay my bills, and then I'll go on from there. Wages for drivers once we have Class A CDL started about
So ultimately, it is up to them. If they don't like you, we probably not have to work with that one.
District 4 is up on Mead and Northland, it's up by Appleton Medical Center. That's a single unit. Fire engine goes out of there. Firefighter, driver, and officer.
We have 14 employers at Central High School today that are actually employing students right now for not only summer work, but after they graduate to go on full time, and most of them are willing to take our students on if they have the appropriate skills to be employed and go to the tech, and they're going to take care of that schooling for them.
I think from our component, just the trades in general, it's important to get connected with the high schools and the middle schools because I feel that the trades have been eliminated in a lot of those particular schools. They don't have hands-on workshops anymore, and youth are not getting exposed to the trades, and there's a huge shortage of people in the trades today. We are lacking carpenters, plumbers, electricians. So it's important to get the word out that trades are there and that they're not only accessible to young individuals right away out of high school. They don't have to necessarily go to college to get that degree, but it's also important that the female population understands that there's huge job opportunities out there for them as well.
You know, I really like the opportunity to be able to talk to our young kids, be it about careers or opportunities. I think oftentimes they get so overwhelmed with what's going on in the day-to-day lifestyle that they lose sight of the bigger picture. And so I think the sooner we can get information to them saying the way to this career is through college and et cetera, or through a trade school or whatever the case may be, I think the better off they are. And on that same token, hopefully it takes some of the fear away from some of the kids thinking, well, I could never achieve this career because it just
sort
seems so
of
tough.
It gets to the inner part, like I'm speaking about stuff that I never speak about. It's always I do everything. I don't ever have to think about how or why. So it's good to have that come out and to tell the students more the realities of what it's like. Not the stuff you see in People magazine or all this on Facebook.
I learned about, there's plenty of opportunities. You don't even need experience to work in assisted living roles. I thought that was awesome. I could get a job working with people without having to go to school for it in that kind of area. So
I learned that there's a lot of jobs out there that you can do without high school, without college experience that pay well, like caregiving and a minor CNA class, which is good. Like it's 10 weeks at the tech, so there's a lot of options. I could do unloading trucks for the bakery for $14 an hour, and I wouldn't have to go to college for that. So there's a lot of options that I could do without actually attending.
Central High School Career Day, our first official year of running this, hopefully the first of many, just came about because we were thinking in the fall about trying to put together an event for Central or a project for Central that connected us with the community, connected the community with us. and our students, and also helped with the whole initiative of being college and career ready. But also we wanted to bring about a different kind of event where we weren't just looking at careers, or we weren't just looking at educational paths for students to move on to. We were looking at bringing the community members in to say what jobs existed. If a student were to want to get a job right out of high school and then work as they went to school, or just work to see what they even wanted to specialize in. It really was it was because of so many different needs and wants from our students, from our staff, from our district, from our community, and this day just kind of made sense to
A
pull
great
all of those together.
opportunity for everyone to learn a little bit about like all the careers in the area. It's the main point. Like everyone gets their own opinion on all the jobs, and maybe it'll open their minds to help them strive forward to something that they really enjoy. So.
The biggest skill set is just hard work. You know, like a lot of things. You know, if the best you can do is a C level, that's fine as long as you're working to that potential. If the best you can do is an A, then strive for that. And to me, there's a big difference between someone whose best performance is at the C level and they're getting a C versus someone who's got an A potential and getting a C. And so I think hard work is probably just the best skill set, even though that's not necessarily overly tangible, unlike mathematics or English where you can quantify it. But just understand that hard work is rewarded.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if everyone could get this kind of experience, it definitely help everyone, I feel.
And an important piece for some students to see is many of the employers have talked about the fact that they'll pay for schooling for their employees after they've gotten to know the employees. If they have a good work ethic, they're talented, they are courageous where they can say they don't know something or they're willing to learn, then they have talked about how they will pay for schooling, or they'll have reimbursement plans for schooling. If this, their employees, as students pass the classes, then they'll reimburse them.
I'm currently a student here at Appleton Central. Also, I'm a student at Fox Valley Technical College. I'm in the EMT basic program. So after I finish that and I turn 18, I can get licensed and start practicing.